always been the really fat ones with the big.
So this is a video that has been long overdue, but better late than never. I'm posting it today. This SDCS Wing Gundam will be my base for my entry of the 2024 Batangas Gunpla Overdrive anniversary build-off. And the theme is Lady or Girl Samurai. Now, originally I was planning to use the shoulder as a customized arm piece or arm guard, like so, inverting basically the whole SD arm and shoulder setup. But midway through the project, I actually decided to ditch it because it was too complicated for my skills at the time. So I'm just mentioning it here. I did, however, use some pieces from the SDCS frame to compensate for what I did, and I just ended up modifying or using different parts for the shoulder guard or the shoulder armor piece. These pieces were actually from ankle guards of two Barbatos kits. One is the Macho Barbatos and the other one is the regular high grade Barbatos. And now for the headpiece or the head part, I'm actually just going to make a few modifications to this, namely adjusting the design to remove some of the excessive ornaments in the head, and also removing the faceplate part or a certain part of the front of the face so that I can independently paint the clear red part into a different color and not worry about masking. Because of the modifications, I needed to use some red clips to cover a few holes that I caused. I also returned this part but in a different angle because I like the design better this way. To lean towards the girl samurai vibe, I'm adding this piece from, if I remember correctly, this is from the SD Zeta Gundam, and this will serve as like the hair part for the head. For the torso part, I'm actually not gonna be using the wing and the backpack, and I'm just going to replace it with a sword from the SD Sangoku Seketsuden Astray. And I'm also adding a few ornaments on the chest part because since this is a girl samurai, we need to sort of modify the chest part to give a suggestion of the chest armor for that. Now for the abdomen, I'm going to add a little bit more height because I want the stomach area to be a little bit taller. So I'm cutting the stomach area in half, and then I'm going to add the thick pieces of plot plate in between. I specifically used about 2 layers of this thick plastic card that I have. And after gluing them all together and waiting for them to dry, it's a matter of trimming the excess and just sanding and grinding to achieve the desired shape. And after thinking about it, I decided to just leave the hip to foot design as is. I'm pretty happy with it just modifying one specific part. Since I needed a slight access to the hips or the legs movement, I decided to just trim away the front skirt area, and I actually ended up using the trimmings from the front skirt as accent parts or accent pieces that I attached into the chest and the hair part of the custom. Unfortunately, I can't find the rest of the painting videos that I have of this project, but you can see here that I mainly went with a gold, navy blue, and red accent for the color scheme of this. Now, for the name of the kit, I named the custom as Tsurihime because if I remember correctly, I was researching for a very good name to use, and Tsurihime was actually one of the lady samurai names that I encountered. Overall, I was happy with how it turned out, so I was thinking it's good enough. But of course, there are areas of improvement for me to do when it comes still with, cleaning up the modification areas and a bit more fine-tuned sanding and grinding. But overall, I'm happy that I'm able to make this custom, and it actually inspired me to make another SD project, which I hope to share with you on a different video. And the last bits of information that I'd like to share here during the painting is that after the accent red paint that I did, I gave it some panel lining, and I actually forgot to mention earlier that I used skin tone parts for the upper leg and the face part, and I also used water slide decals for the eyes of the kit, which was actually from the Ayame water slide decals. And this is part of the video that I'm sharing with you the rest of the entries that were present during the small gathering of the build off, and they were actually hands down way better than what I did. But I'm still happy that I was able to complete the project in time to make the cut of submission. And now that you have seen the rest of the entries for the competition, I'm also sharing some final shots of my work. And I hope I was able to inspire you to work on your backlogs. As a last note, I hope you can like this video if you did like it, or at least subscribe to the channel, and let's keep inspiring each other. Keep moving, keep building.